What's up, y'all? This video topic was on my mind, for the past couple of days, especially after the last UFC event. Why MMA and pro wrestling are similar business-wise. You know, this is like a lot of people talk about this, and I seem to agree, you know, in certain ways. Um, but here's one of the reasons why. You need star power, straight up. That's like MMA as everything else is a business. Yeah, it has real fighting compared to pro wrestling. That's scripted, but it's not just doing what they're doing in ring wise. When I'm talking about like promotion wise and trying to build a fan base, popularity. That's that's something similar to what they both have. You know, especially with UFC. When Dana White brought in Brock Lesnar. You know, he had star power. From the WWE. But not just that. Remember, before now, he was a great amateur wrestler in college, yeah, and won multiple championships. And then, then he moved on to the WWE, did his thing, dominated, won multiple WWE championships, you know. And then when you look at what happened Saturday night, what happened with CM Punk, that shows you right there that popularity matters. I mean, the dude has never fought professionally before his UFC debut fight, and he completely bombed there, and then they give him a second chance, and the same thing happened again, except this time he didn't get knocked out, but still it was a terrible performance from CM Punk. I'm just saying, and the reason why, and you wonder why would they put him in that spot when he never fought professionally, and the last fight he had, he totally got dominated. They put him in a pay-per-view spot, and you can say that's unfair from the guys who busted their ass in MMA trying to get to the point where he's at, and he just jumps over them. Just think about that. And then the guy he's facing had the same record in MMA professionally wise, 0-1. So basically the combined record was 0-2. What kind of shit is that? And they're on pay-per-view. People are actually paying to watch this. And then the fight itself, it was horrible. I mean, it looked like the other dude, or what his name, Mike Jackson, whoever, wasn't really interested in the fight. I mean, it looked like at times he could have finished Punk off. But he decided not to I don't know if he was getting tired, but clearly Punk was getting tired. The dude has no the dude has no cardio. And he's so small. He's much smaller now than he was in WWE. But yet I don't know how a guy can be that skinny. He gets so tired so quickly. And the thing about it, he's been training. He's been training years after he left the WWE to do this. And like his cardio is terrible. I mean, you remember he does his little jumping knee or whatever. He could barely jump. He was so exhausted. You know? So that just proves, that MMA is just like WWE. You need stars, you need star power, you need recognition for people to get interested in your product. And then when I look at you have to realize UFC has lost a lot of big names. They lost a lot of big names for the past few years. They lost Ronda Rousey. She's in WWE. Look at Conor McGregor. He got an ass load of money fighting Mayweather. And I don't blame him for not coming back right now, because why would he want to fight after having that? I don't know how much money he made, but he made a bunch of more money than he ever did in UFC. Why would he want to jump back there to fight anybody for any little bit of change after having the biggest payday of his life? I mean, yeah. I don't blame. And then look at John Jones. The shit going on with him. Yeah, he fucked up. He's gone. You don't know when he's going to come back. I don't know if they want him to come back, because he keeps fucking up. And I'm a John Jones fan. I really love him. I mean, yeah, no doubt he's probably one of the best MMA fighters of all time. But he won't be considered that because he screwed his whole career up in many different ways, you know. But back to the topic at hand with MMA and WWE. It's similar business. Why you need star power. I mean, look at Bellator. You know, they got Bobby Lashley. You remember, now go back, remember Impact and Bellator had a deal when they both were on Spike TV. They had Lashley do his thing in Impact, and then also he was doing MMA. And I remember recalling in one of his MMA fights, he was, you know, they were in one of the Bellator events, they were against a UFC fight night. And he outdrew not only the Bellator event, he also outdrew the UFC fight night. And that proves right there, hey, they recognize who he is, they look at him, this jacked up motherfucker here. Yeah, they say, oh, this dude's big time, you know? Yeah, it's not just, oh, what he did in wrestling or whatever, I mean, professional wrestling, but this dude's legit badass. You know, you have to look at that. That's why I look at Lashley, you know? And that's what some people look at Lashley too. You can talk about, oh, he wouldn't have drawn Impact or whatever, but that's irrelevant. The point is, there is an audience for guys like them, you know? It may be not just the professional wrestling, but, you know, just in general. The dude has star written all over him, you know. But you know, this is my general thoughts on that. You know, if you agree, if you don't agree, just make a comment. You know, share this video. You know, appreciate the view.